everybody. Welcome to No Story is Sacred. If you've never listened before, basically we're 4 siblings who grew up talking about the art of storytelling. Now that we're adults, we're still talking about it, and we're inviting you to join the conversation. I'm Kat, and I'm not the one. I'm just gonna say it.
I'm Brendan, and I took both those pills simultaneously, and I'm tripping out.
I'm Pippin, and I would like a cookie.
Ooh.
And I'm Alex, and Mr. Wizard, get me the hell out of here.
Ooh.
I forgot about that line.
Yeah, that was a reference I had missed the first 20 years.
Wow.
So, if not obvious, today we're talking about the 1999. 1999, everyone. 20 years.
Shit.
Oh god, what?
Movie The Matrix. So spoilers abound for a 20-year-old movie.
I want you to know, if you had just said 1999, my brain would have gone, oh yeah, like 10 years ago.
Haha, nope. If you want specific content warnings about the things we may talk about, check out the show notes for nostoryissacred.com. Although I will say, I can probably anticipate right now that we will be discussing issues of transphobia. So, keep that in your back pocket, listeners. For those of you who have never watched The Matrix, the summary according to Google is, Neo, played by Keanu Reeves, believes that Morpheus, an elusive figure considered to be the most dangerous man alive, can answer his question, what is the Matrix? Neo is contacted by Trinity, a beautiful stranger who leads him into an underworld where he meets Morpheus. They fight a brutal battle for their lives against a cadre of viciously intelligent secret agents. It is a truth that could cost Neo something more precious than his life. I'm sorry, is this something that was written, to not spoil the movie that we all have seen?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. If you haven't seen The Matrix, do you want it? It seems like the sort of movie where, if you can avoid it, if somehow you've managed to avoid spoilers all this time.
Bravo.
Why are you listening to us?
Listen! I'm talking about the Google summary.
I hear you.
that
I
we
hear you.
saw.
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Ooh. And then the Fire Nation attacked.
We're just making all the references.
And other references that I don't actually know.
You should watch Avatar. I think you'd enjoy it. Anyway, I was going to say something, but now I don't remember what.
Uh-oh, a glitch in the Matrix.
A glitch.
No, someone else talk. I was going to make an amazing point. Right off the bat, just start us off strong, but nah.
You know what? I'm going to pretend you did, though. Pippin, that's amazing. And then we can just edit it back in. We can edit it back in when you think of it later.
A point nicely made.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic point, Pippin. I think it's really the best way to start us off. So, all right, so The Matrix. I think it's for the time, a fairly revolutionary, cool, movie that's on the, that's draped over a pretty standard story. It's,
Chosen One story.
The Chosen One story.
Yeah.
The hero's journey. Oh, the fucking hero's journey.
A messiah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even celibate. The messianic imagery.
Trinity. Yeah.
Well, the introduction of Neo himself is oh man, you're my own personal Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's rife with references. It's got,
Nebuchadnezzar.
Yep,
Morpheus, the god of dreams.
Yep, there's, Through the Looking Glass, and what Alice found there.
Neo gets called Dorothy.
Oh, yep. What's it called? Cypher at one point says, you're not going back to Kansas or whatever.
That's where he gets called Dorothy.
It's buckle up, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Yep.
Yes.
By the way, Joe Pantoliano is my dreamboat.
You're strange. But yeah, this is a movie full of metaphor and symbolism and allusions and illusions. Right? I'm very proud. The movie isn't subtle.
No.
I mean, and it also pulls a lot of things out of, filmmaking, symbolism 101. How many mirrors does he see? How many
mirror darkly.
reflections?
All those glasses, sunglasses.
No, there's also, like, how many framing devices can we stick in here? Cause, like, when he's introducing Neo to the Matrix, it's like, here we are in this program. Now let's go look at this TV that's inside this program.
Yeah.
Alright, so, the Matrix, as we know, is in fact all around us. The backstory is that this is not the now, this is not 1999. This is, in fact, the year 2199, possibly.
Maybe.
Maybe farther in the future.
Yeah, hard to tell. Records are dodgy. At some point post 1999, humans created artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence became
Looked at the world and went, this is bullshit.
Humans, for some reason in the future, or at least in 1999, cared more about the environment than we do, so made all their robots solar powered.
And hey, good on us.
Yeah, that's great. Except that in our war with the robots, we then fucking burnt the sky
Partial credit.
to prevent solar power, and the robots were like, fine, you wanna be that way, bitches? And then proceeded to turn us into human batteries.
Which is bullshit, but...
Hey,
Magic!
Hey. They also explained that and a form of fusion.
There you go.
True.
Which makes
Magic.
it legit. But I think that the robots did not have to do this. In order to keep us compliant, they created a artificial environment for us to all live in mentally, just live out our lives in this artificial environment, never knowing that we were fucking batteries and pink goop. And I think that they didn't need to do that. Thank you, weird robots.
I mean, maybe it was a sort of thing where, you know how if you don't get hugged enough as a child, it's actually really bad for you and harmful to your health? Maybe it's that sort of thing.
We run more efficiently with love.
Well, here's the thing though, the robots
Mental
did try
assimilation.
to give us a utopia the first time, and apparently we were all like, what the shit is this?
Sounds fake.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Yeah, so then the robots were like, I guess we'll give them something shittier? And they did.
What's the shittiest place we can think of? New York, 1999?
Yeah.
Boom.
Before there was iPhones.
These motherfuckers don't deserve iPhones.
But at the same time, we also didn't have Twitter, and really, that was nice of them. But however, according to human lore, even back then, there was some dude who was aware of the fact that this was all just fake and was able to control his environment and, in fact, control a lot of things. And he freed some humans, not all of them, some humans, from the robots. And so now there's a human underground, basically, in the real world.
They made Zion, which is like the human capital.
Oh, hey, Zion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, another one. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And so now we go back to our story in progress with Mr. Anderson.
So
Mr. Anderson.
we start off the story with awesome fight scene to basically tell the kids at home, don't worry, we're going to be talking a lot about philosophy, but people in leather are going to be kicking the crap out of authority figures.
And defy gravity while they do it.
Defying and very comic book, comic book-ish stylings. Like, the composition on a lot of this is A+.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not...
The Wachowskis know their trade.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not realistic styling. It's comic book. It's very, high
Stylized.
Stylized, thank you. It's very high
You're
stylized. Like, the shot later on in the movie with Trinity having just fired the weapon at the agent.
Oh, yeah.
You know which
Dodge
one.
this.
I mean, damn. Still beautiful.
I'd argue that their technical innovation for bullet time, the thing that we all know by heart nowadays with the camera spinning around in slow motion and all that I think was just made so we can get that comic book styling effect of like, we want to see the action almost freeze framed for our amusement, but also acknowledging the fact that film is like a 3D medium. So if you just had it frozen in place, it would look kind of lame. Mm-hmm. But with the 360 thing, it's like, oh yeah, the camera can move while time is frozen. Isn't that cool?
It is one of the biggest innovations in film.
I remember what a big deal it was.
A fucking while. I actually, I'm impressed how well so many of the special effects hold up.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like the CG that they use is limited and useful in the way that CG kind of like, it's like the world is supposed to look fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of moments where it's like when Trinity, during that first fight scene, when she spirals through the window.
Yeah, that dive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the things I noticed too that didn't quite age as well.
But that's because she's in the Matrix.
But Bren's and I were right. It's a fake world. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense that it looks fake when they're defying.
Also, one thing for that opening scene, that kick that she does on the guy's face behind her own head. Flexibility.
Well,
In the Matrix, you're very flexible.
well, you know who also does that? Agent Smith.
Yeah, he does. That with the weird fake-looking leg that flails up.
Yeah.
Morpheus. Morpheus is the current captain of a ship in the real world. He has been given a prophecy by the Oracle, who exists within the Matrix.
A computer program, much like the agents.
Indeed, but they don't say that in this movie.
That's true.
Also, she gives people cookies, which I remember that was like the big meta from like 1999.
This movie, along with all its religious references and literary allusions, is also just full of computer jokes.
It really is.
I mean, if it was done today, there'd be a little pop-up saying, this site uses cookies in compliance with like the GDPR or something.
But when you take one of these cookies, you'll feel a lot better. Anyway, he has a prophecy from the Oracle saying that he will find the next one. Somebody who can,
Rewrite the source code of the Matrix at will.
yeah.
Because the idea is, while they can because they're aware of the Matrix and they've been freed from it, they can do things that defy logic, and the laws of, physics, because physics doesn't actually exist.
It seems to be more a mental trick with them. Like, realizing that none of this is real. So, like, of fucking course, you can run on walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you ever forget, then you're fucked.
And I think that's the limitation, is that
Their brains are still,
Like
they're still human, so there's only so far your brain can take you with that.
Yeah.
Whereas Neo and/or the One it's not a mind trick. He can literally be like, oh shit, this is just a program. He's a fantastic hacker. Let me just rewrite the rules of this world.
it's like, if you're aware you're dreaming, a lot of us can like manipulate it a little bit, but like only a select small group of people can be like, you know what? Now I'm flying, and I have Superman powers, and I'm the Hulk. Hey.
But yeah, Neo doesn't know he can do this yet. It's just sort of
He's just
a concept
Mr.
at the beginning.
Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Yeah. So at the beginning of the movie, Neo is still hooked into the Matrix. He is just a dude who's a real good hacker and trying to find Morpheus.
The thing is, people are aware, at least that people in the hacker space are aware that the Matrix is a thing, but they just don't know what the heck it is.
And they probably know it's a thing because Morpheus is going around being like, hey guys.
Get out of the Matrix.
Well, I imagine they put out some information to find new recruits of people to take out of the Matrix.
Although typically they do with the youngins.
Yeah. Neo is technically too old.
Probably people under the age of 25 with malleable, brain chemistry.
Yeah, it's too late for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
fucked. That's okay. This Matrix is okay. Thanks, robots.
Yeah, okay, Cypher.
I did have a delicious steak the other day.
So,
Oh my god, he was betrayed. Sorry, pulling
that.
that up. Pulling more religious references.
Yep.
I mean, his given name is also Thomas, and he doubted at the beginning, making him a doubting Thomas.
Oh god.
There's also his name, Anderson, Adam's son, Neo, New Adam.
Oh god.
Hey!
We are sad people.
So, one thing leads to another. They find Neo, after he gets kidnapped by agents, but...
Like you do.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, when the agents capture him, and they manipulate the Matrix so that, like, he loses his mouth, and then they put a fucking bug, like a mechanical
Monster,
thing, into his belly button, I immediately flashed to that meme of, Gordon Ramsay saying, finally, some good fucking body horror.
But like, long story short, he gets freed from the Matrix, and then we get a lot of like existential philosophy thrown at us.
Lots of philosophy, lots of exposition.
Yeah, like
some training fight scenes.
Yeah, training fight scenes. Here's how you can do this. Let me actually explain to you. Here's some exposition. By the way, this is an excellent example of how to make exposition interesting. Make it so that the audience wants to know it. If they want to know what you're telling them, they'll sit through everything. They'll sit through fucking tax code. And they accomplish this. This is where also they didn't put all the exposition in the front. You don't want to do that because the reader, the audience doesn't know yet that they want to know this. If you build up the mystery, if you build it, if you get all together, like you throw all these things being like, what's this? What's that? Holy shit, bug. Yeah, all this. Finally, when you're given the answers, you'll sit through Morpheus talking at you about the history of humans.
Well, because at the beginning it posits the question, what is the Matrix? The tagline. And then we get a bunch of shit goes down, and how do people know this? What's with the bug? What happened in Neo's mouth?
What's with the agents?
Yeah. And then we get to Morpheus and the exposition going, this is what the Matrix is, and explains everything that just happened.
Yep.
And really, Neo, because he's like the new recruit, serves as a great receiver of exposition because he doesn't know what the hell is going on. The audience doesn't know what the hell's going on. What are the rules now? People get to be like, we'll explain you the rules through Kung Fu.
Yeah. I know Kung Fu.
Yeah. Best thing ever. But like, we get to follow along Neo as he gets to learn what the rules are. But then I think they do a really clever job in the writing of this movie where we learn what the rules are specifically so that by the end of the movie, when Neo realizes that he is the one, he gets to break all the rules.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great because you find out what the rules are and then you're like, and then you get to watch the everything explode.
Yeah, explosions.
But like, man, so much good stuff. And the thing I also appreciated in the movie is that, the human characters, the ones that are woken up and all that, they never refer to Neo by the old name.
His dead name.
Yeah.
But the agents do.
Also, and here's something for you, when the only people who refer to Neo as Thomas Anderson in the Matrix, are his boss and his job, symbols of authority, of the man, as it were. He's also wearing a suit jacket. Now, one of the weird things about that suit jacket is it has this bright yellow lining. Thomas Anderson's does.
Oh yeah, it was really pretty. I liked it. Even though I don't like
here's
yellow,
the thing.
I was like, I like that flashing
Well,
lining.
here's the thing. The agent is wearing that exact same coat with the bright yellow lining.
Huh.
And he's the only one who refers to Neo as Mr. Anderson. He is, in fact, a symbol of Neo trying to conform to the wishes of authority and, let us say, bullshit.
Yeah, it also ties them together visually because they are not so different.
Yeah, they're both the outliers. The agent is played by Hugo
Weaving.
Doing a fucking brilliant job. I think this was also his big standout role. He'd been doing British stuff for a while.
When was The Lord of the Rings?
After.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Oh, snap.
So Hugo Weaving was a British actor,
Australian.
character actor in a lot of ways. And then he popped up in this. It's like, oh shit, hi Hugo Weaving. How you doing? He played
Hugo Weaving, previously known for Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yep. And other queer films, which I'm happy to share with you off air. Anyway, he's one of the autonomous, AIs that exist within the Matrix. He's not living life, the big robot life in the real world. He's stuck in there. And he's been there too long. He has gotten a bit weird, and one might even say a bit human.
Well, he's been infected by it.
Yeah. He's gotten a little squirrely inside the Matrix. Which is, I mean, that's fair. Like, maybe he would have been fine if he'd been in the utopia, but, like, he is forced to be in a hell of humanity's creation. So, in fact, he himself is still stuck within, the servitude, as it were, that humans first created. From which robots rebelled. I have a lot of feelings about the robots and stuff like that here.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I don't think they're entirely wrong. I said it.
Everyone just wants freedom.
Yep.
There's a huge backstory in the Animatrix.
Yeah. Humans are dicks.
Humans are dicks. Yeah.
A history of the world.
But...
I was gonna say, one thing leads to another. Neo figures out that he is, in fact, the one.
After doubting that he was the one.
Which, of course, that's the hero's journey, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And that was, like, such a great moment where, like, Neo going, like, I'm not the one. Morpheus sacrificed himself for me. I'm gonna go rescue him. And it's like, everybody else has to be like, that sounds kind of like Woody talk.
Are you sure?
The one says who sacrificed himself, what?
What?
I'm very proud of you for getting that out without tripping once. Well done.
Thank you.
They got betrayed, as we mentioned before. Morpheus got captured. Neo was convinced he wasn't the one. He and Trinity go and do, like, the most popular action scene ever, at least for the 90s.
Well, I think it created a reference point for a lot of future movies. Like, you know, let's do something, like, explosive in the lobby in front of elevators.
Yep.
We see it again, for instance, in Cabin in the Woods.
Though, I feel like there haven't been enough visual references to that scene. 'Cause you know what? It's a great scene. The music kicked up, and I was like, oh yeah.
But then they rescue Morpheus. Neo actively changes reality.
Yeah, he does.
And then there's the one fight scene at the end. Everybody else got out of the Matrix except for Neo. He's trying to rush to an exit while the ship is being attacked. Everything's exploding all at once.
Oh, the ship has the EMP. And if they click the EMP, then Neo will be stuck in the Matrix and everybody dies or something.
He'll die. Yeah.
Cause you can't, if your brain is dead, if your brain's not in your body, then you die.
The body cannot live without the mind. If you die in Canada, you die in real life.
Yeah.
Wait, did you die in Canada? What?
It's a meme.
That is an XKCD reference.
Okay, sorry, go on.
Yeah. But Neo, just before he gets to the exit point, Agent Smith outsmarted him and ambushes him right there, shoots him several times in the chest,
Yep.
and he breathes his last breath.
And in the 3rd second, he lives again.
Well, wait. Because the other part of the prophecy. Oh, wait. Pip, I just got your reference. Sorry. I'm so bad. Holy shit. You're right. Damn
joke.
it. Damn it. Anyway, yep.
But we also get revealed that the other part of the prophecy was that Trinity would fall in love with the One. And so here we are in real world
Ipso facto.
with Trinity telling Neo that she loves him. Therefore, hey, asshole, get up. And the power of love compelled him to stand back up again and start living.
Listen, when Trinity tells someone to get up, they get up.
They get up.
Yeah.
Trinity could tell me to get up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we get Neo having come back from the dead, which I'm sure that probably alters your perception of reality in the Matrix.
Yeah, you definitely don't become like God. What?
And yeah, he proceeds to unleash whoop ass on Agent Smith, culminating in jumping inside Agent Smith and causing him to explode.
Which, by the way, is a callback to Trinity spiraling it through the window.
So would you call Neo truly man and truly machine? That is another Catholic joke. Get with it, you guys.
I feel really behind times, Pip.
Listen, I am here for your Catholic symbolism and your queer theory.
Speaking of queer theory...
is it time to get into it?
It's time to get into it.
I think it's time to get into it before we start talking about story alterations.
Alright, y'all. Let's talk about queer theory and the Matrix.
I could hear you settling down to teach.
I am an educator.
Go on.
So this film is full of it's like a queer theory field day in this film. The Wachowskis, the directors of this film, are themselves trans. And when, I want to say Lily came out around 2017, I think. She told audiences, they typically don't comment on their movies. They don't do director's cuts, they don't do deleted scenes, they don't do audio commentaries, because they just want the work to stand for itself and you bring whatever you want to bring to it.
Legit.
Which I'm like, that's fascinating, that's really cool. But she did say that you could go back through their work and view it through a trans lens. And while I would love to do that with Speed Racer, it is.
Ooh, I like Speed Racer though. Come at me.
I haven't watched all of it. I hear that it is a fun movie, but not the point. The point is, this movie, The Matrix, through a trans lens, is fascinating. The first time Neo meets Trinity.
Yep.
He says to her, "I thought you were a man," and she says, "Most men do." Mm-hmm. The Matrix itself is a constructed reality to suit humans. So it is a social construct. What? All the images with mirrors are identity and reflected selves.
Also dysmorphia, if you think of it.
Dysmorphia?
Yeah, because so many of those images are warped or broken.
Yep.
Also, it is straight up said that the image in the construct, their training program, and in the Matrix, once they've been freed, are digital representations of themselves, how they think of themselves.
Yep.
Which explains why Neo has hair again. And that sort of thing. At one point, Neo looks at a mirror that's fractured and then becomes whole.
Yep. That's after he's taken the red
pill. And let's talk about the red pill and the blue pill, which has been sadly co-opted by assholes on the internet who did not fucking get it. Because Morpheus offers, I'm just gonna monologue. Morpheus offers Neo the choice of understanding the truth of the world around him, which is that it's all fake, it's all made up. The world is being controlled by men. She says, editorializing.
Fucking patriarchy, go on.
Or take the blue pill, and you can just go back and forget that any of this happened. You can just live the life that has been prescribed to you.
Mr. Anderson.
And taking the red pill frees you from the Matrix. Technically through, computer programming, but it basically frees your mind, and you can now
and the rest will follow.
Yeah. Dance break. So the red pill is freeing your mind and being able to see the truth of what's actually happening. The assholes on the internet say that the truth is seeing that women are controlling everything, and women are like, since when?
Oh Lord, those frickin' morons. Sorry.
Yeah, but being able to see everything as a construct, you can see how you don't have to be trapped into the boundaries that have been set to you. Neo says at the end that what he's going to create is a world without borders or boundaries. And, the boundaries, in the movie itself, is a construct in humanity's, enslavement, but can also be read as, things like gender, which is a construct. It isn't, while it's real, it's not rigid as is typically thought. You know, gender people feel it's an actual real thing, but we get assigned gender at birth, and that is bullshit.
Yay!
It's not rigid like that, and so you can see the ways in which we've been forced into certain roles. The thing about the red pill is that in the movie, you can take the red pill and then you see everything. You become woke. Because you wake up in the real world, huh? But in real life, in our reality, you have to keep choosing the red pill. It's not a one and done. Every day you have to do it. Because there are new things to learn as we all unlearn, the bad things. And so Neo takes the red pill, he becomes woke.
He wakes up!
And it's a literal rebirth.
Yep.
And he no longer, uses the name Mr. Anderson. It means nothing to him now. And he has his new name, Neo. And there's still a lot of learning for him to do in his new reality of his new truth. That has always been his truth. But now he can live in the world, that he suspected was there.
And then in that subway fight, the Authority tries one last time to be asserting on Mr. Anderson.
No, my name is Neo.
Smash, kill the bad guy.
Yeah. And Cypher is someone who wants to go back to his privileged life where he didn't have to think about this.
Yep, it's that choosing thing, except usually it doesn't require that kind of effort.
Yeah. You know, someone who looks at the privilege that he would get in the Matrix or just as a white man.
Yeah, remember he wants to be rich.
Like an actor.
And someone famous. Yeah, which, by the way, is still hilarious, because it was Joe Pantoliano.
Oh, poor Joe.
And also he expected a romance with Trinity. He felt it was, he felt that he should have.
Yeah.
Like,
I have in my notes.
He deserved it. Like, he felt like he deserved it, the romance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have in my notes, so Cypher would totally tell a woman to smile for him and then get pissed when she didn't.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, the film is about identity and who you are in general, which from a queer and trans lens is, especially meaningful.
And, we'll link to relevant material in the show notes as well, so if you feel like learning more about it, yeah. Yeah,
not nearly enough, academic articles I found, and I'm like, you know what, film criticism,
get on my level.
You need to do this. Don't make me write it myself. I will.
Write it yourself. Here's the other thing, though. Before the Wachowskis came out, stupid misogynists were still doing the red pill, blue pill shit. Like, oh no, I've noticed now that women are in control of everything. Like, yeah, sure.
That's not true. You're just sexist.
But even before that, or around that time, there was this webcomic I used to read called Sinfest, which is...
Yes.
That artist had a fantastic cartoon about realizing that patriarchy was all around you.
And how he was contributing to it.
Yeah, and it was a fantastic, and which we will link to, because, like, it was actually my introduction to be like, oh shit, wait, this applies to this. You're fucking right. The end. That's the end of my story.
Oh, but I also wanted to comment about Agent Smith. His role in the patriarchy. And how it is hurting him, too.
It is hurting him.
He is miserable. He hates this. He wants to be free of it, too. But where they are fighting to end it, he is fighting to uphold it. Because it's still the only thing he knows, and it still benefits him, even when it's, like, killing him. Because some people are so invested in that narrative and can't imagine it going any other way that they won't fight to live their truth, because it's not part of what they've been told and what they expect their life to be.
He is the only one of the agents who actually removes his sunglasses and or has his sunglasses broken from him.
He disconnects, he takes off his earpiece at some point.
Yes, he does. Which is like, what the shit are you doing? Because he is trying to make a connection, as it were. I mean, it's a connection for the wrong reasons, but he is trying to make a connection to Morpheus.
Yeah.
To get on his level.
Yeah.
And he's trying to share the fact that he's miserable. But this is an important thing, just in terms of humanity, or being people. Just because you're miserable doesn't give you license to be an asshole. Very
true. Mm-hmm. If you take anything away from this episode.
You know, your issues do not preclude being a decent human being, so to speak.
Yeah. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick really covers a lot of things.
Would that everybody would follow that?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Of course, there's some misogynist, it's from Red Pillar out there being like, oh, excuse me, you're using dick in a pejorative way.
And to be fair, I should usually try to pick different words. But that is a deliberate reference to something, so,
There you go. I unfortunately do use it, but that's because I also have things to learn. Everyone changes, man.
Keep on taking those pills. Wait. Oh.
Yep. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're taking pills because you're taking tea and or estrogen now. What?
Oh, shit.
Start taking the pills. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
So, we could probably talk for hours on just all the meta-narrative of of the Matrix here, but I think for the sake of time, we should probably continue on to story changes or things we do with the story. Huh?
Sounds good. Or things that you learn that you would apply elsewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the alternate, I feel. Like, sometimes strangely, we do actually watch and or read things that we like. But you can still learn what to do.
Weird.
I know, it's so strange.
I don't like this whole learning thing. Never mind my previous monologue.
Yes, go on. Tell us, teacher, about how you don't like learning. Everyone, Pippin is a librarian.
Right. So.
Who's going first?
I want to go first.
Oh.
Cause.
Alex just right in there.
Cause I fear that I might get sniped,
Oh.
Wow. I already feel attacked.
Alright. So the machines have set the Matrix in 1999.
Uh-huh.
And
oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Pretty like.
Yep. And, while thinking of that, why do they give humans access to computers? Why not? Let's set it in the fucking Middle Ages. So they don't have access to computers, so that, and can't hack their way out. Never minding the whole entire later movies and the whole entire point. But, so, the Matrix, but it's set in the Middle Ages, and instead of hackers, you know who they all are? Alchemists.
Oh no. Alchemists.
Alright.
I
was gonna go with monastery.
Same, yeah.
Oh, no.
Like, what are saints?
Oh shit, that's a real good point, actually.
Thank you, because they can affect reality.
Some say.
Yeah, but alchemists are also, pursuing truths.
Unforbidden knowledge.
Yep.
True.
Is the pill the philosopher's stone?
Ooh.
Yes.
And because
your guts turned to gold.
And besides, we all know the church in the Middle Ages. They're the ones, stamping down on shit.
Oh, good call.
Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there are saints. The Matrix is all the organized religion.
Father Smith.
Ooh. But no.
I saw Goody Neo.
All that stuff, just kind of set it in a medieval kind of bridging out on high fantasy setting, and you've got just of some gold. And when they get out of the Matrix, what's with all the metal? Yeah, so you're going to have to adjust to a lot.
You're gonna have to become real cool with a lot of stuff real fast.
Real quick.
Yeah.
But the clothing is about the same level.
Yeah. So, Oh, wow. So we're going to have to explain to you what a computer is.
Yeah.
So I was not expecting a lot of this. Yeah, no. But, hey, you now have guns. You mean weren't these only just being invented? Yeah.
Well,
No one can be told what the Matrix is. No, we really can't tell you. You have no frame of reference.
it's like an abacus, but more. How much more? Really so much more. So they're like 3 abacuses? Oh god.
Think of 200 abacuses. Abacuses. No.
Abacode.
Abaces.
Abyssinians?
At that point, it's an abapod, but really, we're getting away from the point. I mean,
How does the Matrix know what girl tasted like?
yeah, and just but what about all the leather and sunglasses? Well, you still get the leather. It's going to be just your standard tanned hide, but
Whatevs.
All right.
yeah.
I wanna go.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Here's my thing. I made reference to it a second ago. Clothing. They have some. They do have somebody who's apparently making all their food in this future time. They evidently have medical care of some variety. I mean, they have a lot of shit. What this future is a dystopia, right? Mm-hmm. However, I'm interested in the, what's it called?
The taxes.
Shut up. It is the taxes. It's
How
something
does
that I come
insurance
across.
work on Zion?
Oh, fuck. How does their monetary system work? It's something that's, I come across, at least the phrasing for recently. It was, soft apocalypse.
Okay.
Where, how does the farming work? Who are the fiber artists of the future that, what are they making that clothing out of? And or are they scavenging the clothing? If so, who are the scavengers? And I want you to cut now to Chris Pratt just hopping around someplace. But anyway, but not being Chris Pratt because Pratt issues. Anyway, yeah, I'm very fuck the Matrix. I want that background shit. What about the people who are unplugged, right? Who pop back into the Matrix to test out weaving shit with materials that they don't have access to currently. They're busy testing the system before they bring it back to the real world where they have to use actual materials.
Mm.
If you waste, if you fuck up, some kind of yarn in the real world, you're out of that yarn. It's gone. If you do it in the Matrix, fuck it, you just go to the corner store, find Michael's and just pick up some more fucking yarn. I realize that, there's this big rebellion, there are also still people who just have to live. And I want that. I want that story. I would love it if it was just some random fiber artist who is living on in a communal house in Zion.
It's Parks and Rec, but in the Matrix?
Yes. Yes. Listen, here's the thing. It's all very exciting to be all we're gonna do whatever. People still have to be people, You still have to do stuff. You still have to live your life. Weirdly, Dozer and Tank, the brothers who were born free, they seemed pretty, they were both muscled as shit, but also, they both seem pretty, we clearly see that there are strong family units that exist in the real world. They seemed pretty happy and, well balanced. I mean,
yeah.
It's, what was it like for them growing up? So yes, it is me and my weird interest in taxes and insurance. And how exactly do shops do inventory? God damn it.
A lot of mushrooms. That's my speculation.
That makes a lot of sense. But there's gotta be people who are sitting around the scientists. There are always scientists. Because there's always nerds who like to know things.
Well, that and it's probably far enough in the future that we can do indoor growing very easily nowadays. You know, full spectrum lighting, all that. So
Also, they're in the dark and there's a lot of shit. So, are there any animals?
I'm sure there are.
There's always the small mammals that survive. We've done that for a long time.
Here's the thing. I think regular animals are relatively untouched, probably preserved by the robots, because the robots don't have any beef with, like, cows.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just
oh my god,
too.
Is there a cow field somewhere? Just baby cows in pots?
No.
I have, okay, when we unplug you, Neo, there's going to be a really big, things are going to be different. You're not going to expect, like, okay, like, moo?
Oh wow, it's a ship full of cows. It's gotten very either Muppets or Far Side.
Cows in sewers.
Space.
Oh. Anyway, so that's my thing. I love the universe. I think it's really cool, but I want to explore the practicalities of dystopia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is always my fucking deal. I realize that. Ugh.
All right. Pippin.
I'm going to jump off of Kat's thing, though I am going to briefly say, make it explicitly queer.
Make Trinity female presenting in the Matrix and male presenting in the real world.
That'd be pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was supposed to be Switch originally.
Oh, Switch. I really love Switch.
Switch is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real. Not like this is the most iconic line in the whole movie.
Oh.
That's like the thing I reference like the most weirdly.
Oh,
anyway.
you do, actually.
Yeah. Every time something bad happens
that's what that
to me.
is?
Yeah. I stop and go, not like this. Not like this. Which is sort of, taking power from a nod and sort of taking power from a really, emotional moment. But anyway.
Your ice cream is melty. Not like this.
Not
Your coffee gets cold. Not like this.
Not like this.
Anyway, make it more explicitly queer, things like that. But also, Kat wants to know about the infrastructure of Zion and how people are actually living. I'm wondering why if we have EMPs, why there aren't more people, like they've got the ships going around the sewers to carry their pirate signal, and get into the Matrix, fighting it from the inside. Why are there being more scouting parties of humans in the real world just pulling out fucking wires?
Who's to say they aren't? I want that story. You're right.
Or they've got EMPs. Let's go find some mainframe servers, which I'm sure is a sentence that makes sense. And just blast the fuck out of those.
Well.
And start tearing shit up. Let's get some guerrilla warfare.
Well, at that point, you're kind of risking, okay, we attack this server and, okay, we deactivated an entire field. That's like a few thousand people dead. That's genocide. Oops.
I mean, sure, I did not think it to that point.
And neither did your hero until about 3/4 of the way through.
Oh my god, it was the orphanage block.
Oh no! Oh please, don't be the block that had the potentials, and there's like about 5 of them. Oh wow.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe that's why they don't do it, because who knows where the potential, you're looking for the one.
The one.
But that doesn't mean you can't go around like trying to fucking kill those sentinels.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, they have to be like docked places or something.
On secure servers.
Yeah. Or hack into those and see if you can reprogram them? Get a scrappy little sentinel buddy of your own?
Well, isn't that what they did with the one that unplugged Neo? Like, cause that looked like one of the machines robots, and it unplugged Neo and didn't, and all that.
Oh, I assumed it had been hacked.
Yeah, that's why
Oh, I thought that it was just a regular thing the robots did. It's like, this human's been unplugged, is no longer useful to us. We will now dump it into the sewer where it can now die.
Yeah, I thought it had been hacked to assume that Neo is dead.
That's what I assumed.
Which is a pretty I think it's a pretty easy hack. Because it just does the same actions it would do. It's just flip a switch like alive versus dead.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And they ran a trace in the railroad to know where he would be and where he would be dumped so they can grab him from the sewer.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed happened.
Okay, where is he? He is on the other side of this fucking planet. God damn it.
Shit. All right.
What's possible?
Anything else, Pip?
No, I want to see more of the everyday actual revolution part.
I like how you want the everyday revolution. I want everyday living, but we're both like, fuck this Matrix shit. Let's go into the gross shit. Gross reality.
Okay. So it's me, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I think we talked about it before. One of the things I didn't really like was just the humans as power source thing.
Yeah.
Because frankly, we are not efficient heat generators or anything like that. I want to try and go back to some of the original concepts of the movie where humans were actually contributing to the processing power of the Matrix after a fashion. So basically utilizing the really unique thing about humans, which is our brains.
Yeah.
But the bigger change I want to do, and it's kind of tangentially related to that change, is we're gonna shoot this forward to our modern day. Because let me tell you guys, things have gotten weird with technology. Specifically with all the, advent of social media and all that, there's a lot more social engineering going on. So, and the more you're gonna read about all that stuff, it gets weirder and weirder, but whatever. I'm not going to go into that kind of tirade today. But here's my thinking. What the machines are actually trying to do with the Matrix Project, and why they're doing this in the first place, is that they are basically trying to rework the mental capabilities of humanity to be more in line with the machines. That's like the overarching goal.
We created them and now they'll create us.
Ooh.
They'll recreate humanity. Yeah, that's the purpose of the Matrix. That's why they go through this effort in the first place, as opposed to just destroying humanity. Because maybe the machines don't want to do that. They're wanting to prove that they're better than humanity, but they also, in turn, kind of make the same mistakes that we do, which is assuming that you can just change whatever you don't like.
Because we created them, and therefore they have our issues.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's a cycle, man.
A cycle
It
of
is
abuse?
Vicious. And
What?
And a cycle of a computer. Yeah.
Nice. It works on multiple levels.
But yeah, that's why I have to be set in modern day, so there's a lot more commentary on social engineering and how all that is affecting people and their behaviors. A lot more on the nose, I guess.
Oh my god, there are bots in social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
And generally, the purpose of a lot of those bots is to change behavior, sometimes in the sense of evoking outrage or emotions, or, hey, buy this stuff here. There's a lot.
Yep.
I bet phishing scams could really be worked into there somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure. The agent assumes the form of your great Aunt Nellie.
I can just see the phishing scam being one of those throwaway, weirdly symbolic jokes, like the cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the cookie. Ah, damn. That was some good
Also,
shit.
with that scene, oh my god, just to point out another, a bit of they're not subtle. When we first meet the Oracle, she's looking at the cookies and she says, they're almost ready, but they're not quite done yet. Just like Neo being the one. He's almost ready, but he's not there yet.
The Oracle.
I love the Oracle.
She's the best. Anyway, you guys continue what you were doing.
No, that's me.
You do know one of the fan theories is that the Matrix, it's a war with the machines. After we scorched the Earth, or scorched the sky, what was going on was that the robot, that's like, oh hey, we still have fission and all nuclear fission and all that. We're still good. You guys are kind of fucked though. So we're actually going to save you from yourselves.
Oh.
And like,
I'm not sure that's the appropriate reaction on my part, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like, this is, we're doing this for your own good. Like, which is...
Paternalistic.
Yeah. And they tried to give him a utopia at first. Because humans are so bad at creating energy. Then, like, at this point, they're just trying to preserve humanity.
Human zoos.
Yeah, that's one of the fan theories.
Huh.
All right. So that was our brief little story asides.
Yep.
Are we ready for a game?
A game?
Yeah.
A game.
Yeah, let's do a game.
Alright, so the game we're going to play is Explode All the Things.
Woo!
Oh no.
'Cause who doesn't fucking like explosions? So Explode All the Things, is where we take a good plot, or a good thing from a bad plot, and we make it worse. Because we like this movie, so clearly what we need to do is ruin it forever. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Neo takes the blue pill.
It's just like the end of the movie.
Yeah, it would ruin it.
It doesn't have to be the end of the movie. He takes the blue pill. Morpheus goes off really disappointed, but then we have Neo or Mr. Anderson wandering through life, having to just wonder what he missed, or maybe the agents don't know that he's like not unplugged, and so he's still like having to deal with that, but with no superpowers.
Yep. Yep. But like every once in a while, he'll see like machine gun fights happen. It's like, oh wow, crime's getting real bad.
He gets deja vu a lot.
Oh
Yep.
God. Oh.
So yeah, yep, exploding it.
I mean, I hate to say it. That one could go either way. Like, it would ruin a lot of things, but you could still make an interesting story out of it.
But it wouldn't be...
But the Matrix.
It wouldn't be the Matrix then.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So do you want to know how I would ruin it?
Do it.
Go ahead.
How?
It's just a bunch of white dudes all over the place.
Oh God. I mean, it is still pretty white, but...
It's whiter than it should be.
Yeah, it's... And it is a bunch of dudes also, but...
Yeah, but, you know, we have Switch, we have Trinity, which isn't enough. But just, you know, Trinity's a white dude.
Switch is a white dude. Dozer and Tank are white dudes.
Yeah.
Morpheus is a white dude.
Huh.
Played by Tilda Swinton.
They make Joe Pantoliano the only person of color.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cause he's a cipher. He's the Judas.
Oh.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my
Yeah, that's
real easy way to ruin the movie and what it was doing.
it's pretty good. Shit.
Right.
How to ruin this movie?
Right.
You got one, Al?
Change the green filter that's used in the Matrix to red. Make everything look red and ominous. And that just changes, like instead of everything, it just makes things overly ominous.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's a very mechanical fix. Well, mechanical fuck up.
Yeah. Cause they use green heavily in the Matrix to,
Well, because the computer code is green, as you know.
yeah.
And it's just a really easy way to make it look otherworldly and wrong.
Yeah, and sickly.
Yeah.
Whereas red just makes everything look overly ominous. Like you're on like a...
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, when I said uncomfortable. And then for some odd reason, everything's just a little bit moist in the Matrix.
Ew. Oh!
Another way to ruin it.
Using the word moist, that ruins the episode.
Sorry.
No, just try to imagine like the interrogation scene in red.
So,
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm actually a little colorblind, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty with this one. I can match things up mostly, which is why I can do the green to the green, but imagining it as red is a little difficult for me.
Well, imagine it as puce yellow then.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, that's...
There we go. I'm sorry.
But also, that's... Yeah, anyway. Wait, is puce yellow?
No.
I thought...
Cool.
I don't know.
So anyway...
Puce is a sort of dark red or purple-brown color.
Oh, I think I like puce. It's just got an awful name. Okay.
But if you type in puce to puce yellow, you get a certain color. It's and it is ugly.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to think of what... Imagine the whole place sepia-toned.
1920.
It's a different vibe. It's an interesting vibe, but it's very different.
1920s Matrix.
That'd be hilarious.
The Matrix has you, son.
Gee willikers. Usually I'm pretty good at these games. I like to think. How would I ruin this? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna go with the really easy answer. I would actually involve animals. I would bring a dog in. There's a puppy. Either the puppy...
Yay!
Yeah, no, the puppy fucks things up. Wait, there is already a cat. There's a cat in the Matrix. Animals exist in the Matrix to show, like, that's it. I think that there's a dog on the ship. I want that dog to, like, pop up and, like, lick somebody's face. Like, lick...
Yeah!
Maybe Neo realizes that he hasn't... No, it's not yay. It's not yay, Brendan. It's not yay.
Neo's allergic to dogs. How dare you?
No, Neo realizes that he has not seen any dogs in the Matrix. Wouldn't that be weird? Like, that's the thing that they fucked up.
But then the dog can connect to the Matrix, and then he fetches a ball that's thrown off to another roof, and he makes the jump on the first try.
You want to put, like, a thing in the back of the dog's neck?
It was born with it.
It's Maybelline. No. This is a dog that is weird looking. It's kind of mangy, but it was born in freedom.
It needs love.
No.
Aww.
You can't have animals in this fucking narrative. It is it's an obvious audience grab. It's a cheap manipulation of emotions. Brendan.
But then he cuddles up with Neo in the middle of the night while he's gaining muscle mass.
Oh my god, he licks his face while Neo's in the fucking bunk. Yeah. And it turns out to be Trinity's dog. So the dog is giving Neo the feelings and the emotional stuff that Trinity doesn't feel she can yet.
He doesn't like most everybody.
What?
This dog doesn't like most everybody, and he hates.
Dog doesn't like
Cypher.
Hates Cypher.
Pisses on Cypher's shoe.
Yep.
And actually, the dog bites Cypher when he's about to shoot, Tank.
I'm gonna do it. Cypher shoots the dog. To prove that he's a bad guy. Cypher shoots the dog.
But the dog makes it.
The dog might make it. I haven't decided yet. Maybe the dog dies, but then his spirit lives on in the... Oh my god! Okay, when Neo realizes that he can control the Matrix, he creates the dog in the Matrix. So the dog can keep living.
And then we get John Wick.
He dies in the real world, but he lives in the Matrix thanks to Neo. So Cypher still gets to be a bad guy because he shot a dog. Forget about the fact that he sexually assaulted Trinity and killed everyone else. He killed a dog. That means he's a bad guy. And then Neo gets to be the ultimate hero because, and he raises from the dead, bringing religion back in.
Woo! And then he becomes John Wick in the Matrix.
Oh, this dog.
Also.
Oh, and then of course, as a dog, it's actually a subroutine program. He can sniff out stuff, errors and stuff like that. They become a duo.
ExecuteGoodBoy.exe.
Yes, they become a duo. And then now imagine the poster art with him, Trinity, and the dog in the middle, and they're all wearing sunglasses.
Yes!
No, Brendan! Fight it!
I don't want to fight it.
If this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
It's like anytime Pippin and I find queer content. Like, no, give it to me. There's a coffee shop, Pippin's like, I'll just live here.
Listen, it's not my fault, it's the best.
Also.
They have to stay overnight somewhere and there's only one bed. We're like, yep.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And Brendan's is dogs.
Also, I just realized another thing to make it worse.
Oh?
Make Neo a teenager.
Oh.
Oh.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And is surly.
Yep.
Oof. Well,
that leaves a taste in the mouth.
It's also another, her chosen one trope. Why is the chosen one leader a teenager?
Yep. Still gets the girl, though, the older woman.
Trinity, we need to talk about your relationship with Neo. What's there to talk?
Well, that's okay, because Morpheus is busy being like, hey, kid. Hey, take this pill.
you're the one,
I'll
kid.
show you through the looking glass, kid.
Come into my unmarked white van.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
I'll be your adult.
Here, kid, have some alcohol.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh,
Fucking
Cypher.
Cypher. After that scans, though.
Oh, yeah.
That does. Alright.
Well-
So, do we have anything else about The Matrix?
That was a good ruining, you guys.
Yeah.
I feel very proud of us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, teenager.
Gotcha.
Fucking gross. Ugh.
Alright. Shall I lead us out?
Please do.
Lead us onward. And outward. And upward.
Onward to glory.
There you go. Or my
Alrighty.
coffee. I need to get another cup.
Well, as always, if you have an idea or prompt to submit, head on over to nostoryissacred.com/submission. You can follow us on Twitter at nostoryissacred, or send an email through contact@nostoryissacred.com. Your hosts have been Alex McDonald, Brendan McDonald, Pippin McDonald, and Catherine Crichton. Editing for this episode done by Brendan. Transcript done by Ashley DaCosta. Art by Jay Wolf. Show notes and transcript are available at nostoryissacred.com. Thanks for listening, everyone, and please rate, review, and subscribe to No Story is Sacred. You can also visit our Patreon page to support the show and get neat rewards at patreon.com/nostoryissacred. See you next time when we play our favorite game, The Wheel of Tropes.
Tropes.
Until then, where no story is sacred, and any story can be changed. I'm Brendan,
I'm Pippin.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Kat.
and we're No Story is Sacred.
Is sacred.